the camera, you called us disorganized yesterday, and you failed to apologize to us. So I want you to either accept that you are going to apologize to us, or you need your fellow journalists to film us and you walk out. Because he presented us as disorganized, he filmed us, he said you guys are very disrespected us yesterday. And very bad at good content. And today you again here to film us. So you either apologize to us or you walk out.
Excuse me.
Excuse me,
Chair. Can I say something? Let's be a bit orderly. And I think you had an engagement yesterday. I have not followed. Myself have not followed. And let's stick to the issues of this meeting without getting confrontational. Let's contain it. But I think we'll get a forum where they have to deal with it. Because if you had an engagement with somebody yesterday somewhere, and then the next day, like we are here meeting over different things, and then we start from where we stopped yesterday, that is not going to be very good for this meeting. But I do take it on behalf of the artists of Uganda that the two groups work together, the journalist and the artist. And in most cases, the journalist promotes. But you know, in the media, they can take you up very high, and for some reasons, they can also bring you down. So I think let's engage to see how the relationship between the artist and the media and journalists is, because we need each other. I was not there. I didn't hear. I would have. If he had mentioned it here, personally I would have asked him to apologize. But since I have not heard, I'm only hearing from him. I haven't even seen the content of the engagement yesterday. I think I would not be fair to say apologize on something I am not privy to. That one, please. Yes, Honorable Chief.
Maybe what I want our artists to take in good faith. These guys,
especially the local aggregators, they feel untouchable. They always claim they have big boys behind them who support them. For example, in my case, I talked to BrunoK and I told them, BrunoK is one of the aggregators we have in the country. I told them, put down my music, because I feel I'm not getting paid enough. Put my music down. I own this content, it's my content. Up to now, BrunoK, 2 years, 3 years, they have deliberately refused to put my music down because they feel they're always, like yesterday we were in a meeting where one journalist here disrespected us, called us disorganized. That's how they always term us. Like, you got a very disorganized, but when we look disorganized to you based on our petition, these people misrepresent us, these media people. And the people out there, we are not disorganized. So when they misrepresent us as disorganized people, these aggregators don't respect us. We speak to this because our image has been killed by our media people here. You've all seen it, how they present Sheba,
that I always slap them.
For example, yesterday we were in a meeting. We didn't slap any of them. We just asked them to not film us. And what they did, they presented us like we fought them. That's what they put out there in the media. They always misrepresent artists. So these aggregators, they feel untouched. I have asked BrunoK to put down my music for the past 3 years. They refuse because they feel untouched. It's my content. I created it. I have a right to tell them to stop using it, and they're still collecting money from my content. Thank you, sir. That's my submission.
Thank you.
Let the vice president.
Thanks, Leke. Thank you, Chair. Now I'm 33. Those are many years. I'm going to turn 34 this year. But the only thing I earn from, the only thing I've managed to earn from, to do what I do, to look after my family, to is stage. Even if I'm sick, this makes me feel so bad, but we don't get sick. I go to the hospital, they put a cannula on, and then they drive me to Ginger to perform. I'm crying in the car, go into ginger, but then I have to snap out of it on a cannula, remove everything, and go on stage and entertain people like I'm okay. But I could have stayed home and recovered as a normal human being because I decided that too, I'm also human. But I can't do that when aggregators and telecom companies are taking that much percentage of us. Even the 1.8, me, I've never earned a penny of streams. And I'm one of the most streamed artists in Uganda, and I'm saying I've never earned a penny. They talk about contracts. We have bad contracts in the business. Terrible contracts. Contracts before the digital world. Mwami Sebata jira ku border, ngajja mu meetings. Nerera jira ku border. If you can't pick him up or someone goes to pick him up, he's on a border. But this is a man who has dedicated his whole entire life in business. At which time does he retire? At which time does he sit at home to actually not mix with us, the young ones who still have the energy? But he can't retire. He needs to move with us everywhere so that he fights for his right. Because he does not have a penny. Because the only way he gets money is on stage. And right now, is Kadonkam selling? No. But are people listening to Kadonkam at home every day? Yes. So, Mwami Sebata has a contract with people before the digital era. And it is still working, even after the digital era. So we have bad contracts. My former manager made me sign. And I want you to understand, yes, we've been slaves to our talents. And we've been ignorant because we are so passionate of our talents. When we are starting this business, we're not thinking about money. We want an audience to entertain. It's born. It's crazy. That's what we want. We want someone to listen to our songs. But as you grow, you realize you're investing a lot. You have a lot of responsibilities. Now people are listening to you. 5 years, 6 years, you're investing in business where you're not getting anything. And now finally get attention, but you're still not getting anything. So for me, I signed a contract when I was still young, 23. And I was excited. BrunoK is taking my music. My manager said, I'm sending you their contract, just sign it. I'm thinking, he said, yeah. Yes, I didn't read through. Why? We don't even have a system that protects a musician in Uganda. We don't have that. We don't have a board that protects us, where we can go to and say, hey guys, I'm being robbed. We don't have it. So we need a body in the state, in the government that protects us, where we can come into the parliament and say, where is our office? It's right there. Let me go and report. We don't have it. We are there hanging on social media. That's why you're seeing people getting on drugs and dying. And everyone is like, oh, they drink too much, they smoke too much, they use a lot of drugs. No, it's frustration. It's sadness. It's sickness to the core of investing since you're 14 and you're 33, and the only way you can make money is standing on stage physically, which is not sustainable. Because I'm 33, I would want to start a family, but I can't start a family. Because 4 months after starting a family, Carol Kasita was on stage when she's pregnant. The moment she gave birth, she had to come back on stage. We are human. Even normal people take leaves, but we can't even take a leave, but there's someone collecting your money each and every day. I have more than 100 songs. There's someone collecting my money, but I've never earned a penny. That's the unfair that we want to stop. I would want to start a family. Can I start it? No, because I have to be on stage. So we need the parliament and the government to come and help us and enforce these things and destroy all the bad contracts that have been there, and then we restart afresh. Please, I submit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. Ykeebenda. I'm a musician. I would like to first of all thank BrunoK for saying a very important statement. This is a very vulnerable industry that is going through a lot for the last so many years. Some of us are just maybe 6 years old in music. Our elders have been here for a couple of years. But for me, what I wanted to point out is that we have come to the people that we need help from. These are the lawmakers. And partly, the government is part of the problem. We must say it as is. What do I mean? Gentlemen, please help me and guide me if there is any organization in this country that pays 50% tax. There isn't. Mind you, as a citizen of Uganda earning money, I also pay income tax. So, we are talking about CRBTs. The government takes 50%. Ridiculous. 50%. But the little I get, the 1.8%, you still come and take 18% of it. And 18% from every other thing that I make money off, from the music. So, we must call this what it is, and we need your help. Because for all I know here, maybe 70 or all of us are parents. And my father never decided that I would be a musician. They didn't like it until I started making it. Now he sings my name and says, that's my son on TV. What am I trying to say? You have no control what your son is going to be tomorrow, or your daughter. I think if they turned out to be me or Sheba, you'd want them to find a better state. That's my submission.